Hello everyone, welcome to Cinema Saki. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the trailer of one of India's biggest budgeted films, Adipurush. Few months ago, when the teaser dropped, the backlash was so huge that the movie's release got pushed by a few months, and the criticisms were mostly valid. The teaser failed to connect with the audience at any level. The shot of Prabhas underwater, the flying monsters, Saif Ali Khan on a dragon, the 10 CGI heads, everything looked underdone, and the actors looked like avatars in games without any expressions. So, did the movie team redeem themselves with this trailer? Let's find out. The first thing that stands out in the trailer is the music. It sets the right mood for the film, using bhajan like chorus in some places, and in other places it is rousing, befitting the mountain lifting scenes or when the army marches. Another thing the trailer gets right is giving us glimpses of some memorable characters from the epic, like we see Shabari, we see Jambavan, so it does help to transfer some fondness toward the film, born by nostalgia. While the CG looks much better compared to the teaser, it still leaves a lot to be desired. I like the shot of the army crossing over a mountain bridge, and there is a shot of the Vanar Sena jumping out of a burning forest, which felt weirdly satisfying to watch. The shot of Sita walking out of computer-generated divine barrier was visually very cool to look at, but for some reason, I really missed the clear Lakshman Rekha. The other shots in the trailer though, mainly the ones that showed architecture like Ravan's lair or the shot of Ram, Sita and Lakshman walking out of the palace leave much to be desired in terms of look and feel. The exteriors are slightly better, like in the scene, the lighting, the depth, texture and the deer look very beautiful. But personally, I am not very impressed by the scenes that show Ram and Sita in love. Granted, it is not as bad as it was in the teaser. There, the swing scene in the flower field look like couple shots from wedding albums. And it is much better here. But it makes you wonder, wasn't there a very beautiful waterfall or stream somewhere where you could have shot a gorgeous scene which is well lit, well framed and the actors move you with their acting, instead of going for CGI generated hundreds of peacocks? Not as bad as the teaser, should not be the standard for such a mega budgeted film. This movie could still work if it focused on the telling because the tale is not new. It's a great idea to retell Ramayana to the generation that did not grow up with a landline. But this is also the generation that has Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings on their fingertips. So trying to wow them with CGI might not be possible, but what might work is getting them with those emotions. Could you move them with the heartache, regret, separation and loyalty in this epic? There is so much inner turmoil within each character. Dasharath, Kaikeyi, Baradan and Urmila. Even if we do not get to see these characters because the movie focuses on the war, which unfortunately would be seen as ample scope for CGI, we should at least see Sugriva, Vibhishan and Mandodari. There is so much drama in each of those characters. In PS2, there is an attempt to assassinate Jayam Ravi outside a monastery. The killer is a random person in the story, as in not one of the main antagonists, so the chances of this being any real threat is slim. Logically, we know this. But the way the scene is shot, you have Karthi on one side trying to get Ravi's attention, while Jairam on the other side is screaming his lungs out, and as the audience, we are not sure if he saw them or not. So when finally Ravi thwarts the attempt, watching them breathe a sigh of relief is very satisfying because of the tension this scene builds up. So in Adipurush, when Lakshman would eventually get hurt, instead of just seeing it as an opportunity to have a flying Hanuman carry the Sanjeevi Parvat, the movie should build up enough tension and worry so when he is finally saved, the audience should breathe a sigh of relief along with everyone on screen. Let us wait and see if the movie is able to tap into the love the audience has for the epic and translate it into box office success. Until next time, keep loving cinema and keep talking about cinema. Bye-bye.